Ah, how clear. I want to tell you something, okay? Because everything that you want to go in all directions, you need a point of departure. So in order to find the point of departure, you have to remember a point from whence you came. To remember to go back to that point, you'll find the way on the way. So you remember. But in Quebec, on our license plate, it says, Je me souviens. I remember. Je me souviens. Je means is I, me is me, souvenir of Quebec. But I remember, so Jesus of the I, okay, is the I am, je suis, I am, or the am, or if you want to say Jesus and use the Z and end with an S for Zeus, meaning I God, as Zeus was a god, means je for I, which is the E God of the game. So man is the e-god of all the game, and he has to play as best he can so he can look just like God, so he knows what God has to go through all the time. So man is the e-god of the game, and that's what Zeus is all about. Zeus is Jesus. The second part of Jesus, the first part of Jesus is I for je suis. But when an English person says it, he says Zeus, because he don't talk so good, and we don't listen good. So we know Zeus is a god. Therefore, I, God, if you shorten it down, man of earth is I, and it is E for the French, so that would be E God, which would be the man. So man would be all God on earth. And that's what this game is all about. So man has to learn the ways it is for the Creator, for the Holy God. So God made a game and say, you think it's easy on the top? It's not so easy up here. Even when you're good and you're trustworthy and you give everybody everything you want, you still get everybody complaining to you about the truth. They can't live with the truth. They're not happy with the truth. Everybody always wants more and more. You know what I'm saying? So you have the Jesus, you have the E-God. So the man plays God in the game of life. And that's what it is. It's just a game of life. But you can't cheat yourself, because you cheat yourself out of the game. And cheating yourself out of the game, cheat yourself out of heaven, because the story is the game, and if you tell the truth, you bring it back to your angel, and he accepts you, and you go to heaven. But if you don't tell anybody the truth, your angel won't accept you in heaven. Therefore, it doesn't matter what the story is. Any story for you, the story is not good at all, and it's not good enough for anybody. Therefore, you are nobody. You'll end up to be nobody, and everybody will forget about you, because your story has no number. And if it doesn't have a number, we don't know where the file is. And if we don't know where the file is, we can't pull it out. And if we don't pull it out, then we don't know what it is. And if we don't know what it is, you just don't exist. At once you did in the game of life. But now, in the truth of all the games in the galaxy, pay attention. Anyways, this is one of the final reports. You know what's good? When it's good news, you can do it over and over and over. In the first game they played in life, they went up to 54 with the 52 cards and the 2 jokers. But in the second part of life, there's an extension of the stories. And the number of cards that will be dealt and played, well, there'll be number of cards of the stories that I will tell you. So when you hear the last story, once 7 days have passed from the last story, and you haven't heard from me, well, do you know that was the last story, and those are the number of stories. So take the number that you see at the end, and that's the point of departure, and use it to go somewhere else to see the whole truth of the story, because now you'll have the point, the end of the sentence, the point of all, and now you'll see the point of man. And once you get the point, once we all get the point, we're all happy, and that's the point of man. We all want to be happy, because that's the point of God making this game, to show you that it's not that easy to be happy at the top, that it is for you to be lonely at the bottom. Ciao, Raphael 7286.